Shalom, this is 3 Minutes on the Parasha. Parasha Korach, a classical story of power and ambition. We have someone from the tribe of Levi, from the same tribe as Moshe and Aaron, who is taking people aside to rebel against their leadership, using very, very convincing arguments of equality and democracy. In short, this is a very classical story of bad faith. And when we see this story, we tend to identify with the good one and not with the bad one here, which is Korach. And I want to suggest the opposite. I want to suggest, what if we saw Korach as a part of ourselves, when our ego is activated and we want to be first and we want to be seen and we want to be the chiefy chief. And this is a classical Hasidic reading where the Hasidic masters invite us to really see in all the characters of the Torah stories, not just the good ones, but also the bad ones, different aspects of us that can be activated at different times. And so the Meor Einaim is commenting on the first words, the opening words of the parasha, Vaikach Korach, which have been very much interpreted because this pasuk is complete, this verse is grammatically incorrect. It's incomplete. We don't understand what Korach took. So from the context, we understand the pshat, reading the literal meaning of the stories, that he took aside people with him. The Meor Einaim is going somewhere else with this. He's saying Korach wanted to take credit for himself. The Meor Einaim is talking to us about two types of tzaddikim, two types of righteous men or women. Interesting to see that, this can happen to any tzaddik, the second kind of option. The first option is the tzaddik who says, I just want to give pleasure to the source of life, and whether it happens through me or through you, I'm happy. Doesn't matter through whom it happens. And then there is the other tzaddik, who wants to receive the schar, who wants to receive the reward themselves, and so they want to take credit for whatever happens. And this is the option that Korach took. And I really want to invite us to see ourselves in this mirror. Every time, we want to be the one doing this, right? If we had this, book idea or this app idea or this idea for a project that would really save the planet, and then someone else does it. Let's be honest. Do we rejoice with them and for us because they did it for us? Or do we think, I wanted to be the one who did this, I had this idea, And here it goes much further than the idea of humility and anava, humility. It also reminds us of the importance of connection. Because if we saw ourselves as a whole, we would be happy if one of us does it. And we would trust really, really that if they did it, because it was them who had to channel this thing at this time. And so this is my invitation for us. Can we, when we see around, when we look around at others doing something great that we wanted to do maybe, or that we wish we had done, can we rejoice together with them with a deep, deep trust that, it was meant to be exactly this way through them, and that the thing that will need to be channeled through me will be channeled through me in its own time, that we all belong, that we're all together in this. We're all together in this. This is a deeper lesson that I take from the counterexample of Korach. So I hope this inspires you as well, really, really to think in terms of unity and trust and humility. Thinking of the essential, which is to serve the source of life, each of us exactly where we are. This was 3 Minutes on the Parasha. If this spoke to you, feel free to comment, to share and to like. And if you'd like to learn together with the Meor Einaim, about the Meor Einaim's insights on the Parasha, and look at the link here, feel free to check out my website, miraneshama.com. Shabbat Shalom.